I've spent the last 10 years fumbling my way through this industry. I've done a lot right, but I've also made a lot of mistakes, all so you don't have to. So this video is all about important bits of advice so you don't end up doing what I did for the next 10 years. First off, don't be a shithead. Be a good person. This one might sound obvious, but the friendship and the network that you build will literally feed your family for years to come.
I'm hungry!
I'd say that about 90% of my income actually comes from my network of friends referring me to other jobs or being subcontracted onto their sets. Being likable is like 80% of the job.
I like turtles.
The other 20% is how good you are at the job. I know for myself personally, I would much rather be around someone who's just so fun to be around, hanging out with a friend who's really good at their job, than someone who's fantastic at their job, but is just a miserable prick. That being said, your work ethic is important. Go the extra mile, do the extra thing. If you're a DP, you're a cinematographer, don't be a princess and just sit behind the camera. Help your gaffer out, as long as he's happy with you touching his gear. They lift heavy things all day, and if they don't have to move that stand and you can move it for them, they will love you endlessly, and guess what? You'll then get recommended because you've been a good bloke.
Oh, who's a good boy?
I am. I'm a good boy.
Being nice goes a long way, and it's free to do, just in all aspects of life. Just be a good person. Next, the best investments are not always sexy. If you're a DP, making smart choices and buying things like a good set of Sackler sticks, an easy rig, a nice microphone, and a good hard case are going to go a lot further for you than buying some gear to rig out your smaller camera, a fancy probe lens, some lapel mics that you've seen on social media. Things like that, they might look attractive and they might be good for now, but it's time that you think about long-term purchases, because they might hurt the bank at first, but they save you money in the long run, and they'll be here in 10 years for you. Where those other things, guarantee they won't be. If you're going to invest your money, make sure you're investing in gear that is going to give back to you over a long period of time. Also, you earn that money, so invest in yourself. Things like education and courses. Better yourself, but also things like gym memberships and massages, because I know for one, this industry can be absolutely brutal and take a real toll on your body. And I know if I was entering the industry, I'd much rather be doing regular upkeep on my body than having to do the rehab that I'm doing now. The next knowledge nugget is also a financial one, and that's to invest in yourself by investing in spec projects. The reality is that rarely is someone going to book you for something that you've never done before. You want to shoot documentaries? Well, cool. You've got to go and shoot a documentary to show agencies and clients that you're able to shoot documentaries, because the BBC is not going to come knocking at your door if all you've ever done is shot coffee shop promo videos. I do this myself, and earlier this year I spent $20,000 investing in myself, making a spec project that hopefully will come out soon. Now, the reason I made this large investment was on my filmmaking bingo card, my filmmaking bucket list. I really want to make a snowboard documentary for a company like Red Bull Media House, but they're never going to come knocking on my door if I've never done anything in the snowboarding realm or action sports for that matter. So what did? We shot an action sports motocross documentary. And the plan is to leverage that to local Australian companies to be able to try and shoot something in the snow either this season or next season, and then in time build up that snow portfolio to be able to approach brands like Red Bull Media House and go, hey, this is what I'm capable of. Can we do something? So you've got to invest in yourself to be able to show the brands that you want to work with that you're able to do what you're telling them you can actually do. And the great thing about doing a spec project where you're essentially the client because you're investing your own money is you get full creative control, and that's something that rarely happens in this industry. Normally, someone gets the say, and unfortunately, it's not normally us. So flex the creative muscles and really show what you're capable of and really put your best foot forward. So make some spec projects because they're totally worth it. Now, if you're early on in the piece, don't go spending 20 grand on a spec project. Maybe $500, and that might get you access to an art deco or Airbnb or like a really cool location that you're able to shoot a music video or something like that. Maybe it's a return red-eye flight to start your first tourism spec piece. Whatever it is, just invest in yourself and make the stuff that you want to create. Next one, no one's going to do it for you but you. You need to start making videos if you're not already regularly making videos. And how you do that is start a YouTube channel. I strongly believe that the last 6-7 years, however long I've been doing this, has really aided me getting to whatever level I'm currently at. Because the more you make videos, the more you're practicing, the better you are getting. If you make one video a week, one video a fortnight, whatever the number is, over the course of a year, that's 26, 52 different videos you've made, and with each video, you've gotten better and better and better. Practice makes better. Jason Tatum doesn't just rock up at game time and drop 50. He's in the gym at 6 a.m. He's getting better. He's refining every single day.
Tatum puts up a three. Bang! Jason Tatum from downtown.
It is no different with filmmaking. You've got to train yourself with a taste. You've got to train yourself with the camera, with the techniques, with the tools. You just have to do things more and more and more to get better and get the results that we all want. And if you're starting out, you're probably not flush with clients. So what better way to get better than just making something for yourself? Because when you start working for clients, you don't always get the final say. Rarely do you get the final say. So make videos for yourself and do a good job. Do it how you want to do it. Making money is great and it's necessary, but making films is fulfilling. You might even say it's fulfilling. It's important to get paid and to make your rate, but there are times when taking a cut on your fee is more than important. Sometimes accepting a discounted rate is one of the best things you can do. Doors that open can also really quickly close, and behind that closed door could have been the opportunity that you were looking for. Some of the best and most rewarding opportunities I've had working in this industry and some of the best friendships I've built have started because on the initial job I took a cut on my fee. Because guess what? Full circle moment for this video. Be a good person. Don't be a shit bloke.
Aw, who's a good boy?
Me.
These opportunities could be portfolio building, relationship building. They could be gaining access to bigger sets or access to bigger toys that you don't otherwise have access to. So be a good person and watch doors open, but also know the difference between a good opportunity and being taken advantage of. My final bit of advice is enjoy the journey. Be grateful for the opportunities, be thankful for the friendships, and just enjoy the ride. Progress isn't always recognizable, but remember, we see this every single day. The people out there, the people who have seen your work on Instagram, they don't see it every day. They don't see the behind the scenes. They just see the work that you put out, and it's getting better. So think about your progress like this. Every single day, I see my dogs, and I love them. They're the best dogs ever. And every day, they look the same to me. And then occasionally, I see an old photo, and I go, oh, where did my puppies go? You see your work every single day, but the outside only sees your completed projects. And trust me, they are noticing the differences that each video is getting better and better and better. And one day it gets to a point where you're pretty happy with how your video is starting to look. And then you realize when you go back to watch an old YouTube video that you used to actually upload videos that looked like this, and also this, and this. Progress happens, but we just don't always notice it ourselves. So sometimes when we get really frustrated, just remember others have noticed how much better you've got. And improvement happens over short periods of time, happens over long periods of time. Trust me, if you stick this out, you are getting better. And that's why I say, start a YouTube channel, start a reason to make videos regularly. They could be on anything. Just make something and you will get better. It's just facts that the more you create, the more that you do this, the better you'll get and the quicker you'll get. I completely attribute my current level of success, whatever that means, to the fact that I've made so many more videos than the average person who doesn't do YouTube. Every single time you hit record, every video that you create is a little Lego brick in the masterpiece that you're building. If you found this video entertaining, informative, or mildly boring, I ask two things. First of all, have a good day. Second of all, hit the subscribe button because I need your constant validation through likes and subscriptions. Do yourself a favor, go and listen to Bill Murray or Bill Murray, I don't know, this band. See you next time. Bye.
Look, back and I'm better than ever. I think I got a vendetta. Oh, now they call me, I seen them. All of those times getting severed.
I did this in a hotel room. Follow me on Instagram for behind the scenes content.